Good afternoon, Saurabh, and congratulations on a remarkable achievement in the IFS examination. And we are proud to have you here with us today.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me here.
So, tell me about yourself and your journey so far.
My name is Saurabh, and I belong to Alwar, Rajasthan. This was my fourth attempt in CSE and IFS board. My father is a teacher, and we belong to rural background. I have done my graduation from NIT Allahabad in BTech ECE.
So, what really motivated you to pursue a career in civil services?
One reason was my childhood familiarity with the civil services, which was I was kind of introduced to it by my grandfather. Later, when I went to college, I got to know about many social problems, and along with that, climate change and increasing environmental concerns. So these were the issues which motivated me to leave my job and prepare for civil services after graduation.
So, what difficulties did you face during your preparation, and what really kept your motivation high during this journey?
Uh, Actually, when I started, I did not have much idea about the problems which I am going to face. So I only thought that studying more will be important. But along with that came health issues. In first 2 years, I started having allergy issues, and because of that, I lost my limbs 2 times. After that, some financial issues also will start to happen when your journey becomes very long, because in the beginning you won't anticipate it. Luckily, I had my family support, so I could sail through it. After that, the biggest issue is working even harder after failing in one attempt and then preparing for the next attempt. That too, when you're preparing for both exams together, it becomes increasingly tedious to continue working for 2.5 years, because this was my second interview in IFS also, and both times I attempted CSE also. So it was very busy schedule, and that too with health issues, it was very difficult for me. And motivation thing, it was mostly I used to remember why I started, why I came to this journey. Otherwise I could have a decent package, decent work, but I left all that to achieve something. So I kept on reminding myself that, first of all, that no failure is fatal, success is not final, and it is the courage to continue that counts. So that actually motivated me a lot. So after every failure I could get back up and work even harder for next time.
If you would have to give one advice to a younger self, what would that be?
That will be to actually explore everything at a certain age and not rush through your life. Basically, when you are in college, you need to enjoy a bit and study a bit, because things will keep on getting serious in life at the later ages or later phases of your life. So you need not rush to them. Whichever phase of life you are in, childhood is important for its own this thing. After that, teenage is important in its own way. So that way, you should enjoy all the phases of life, and you should not keep on hold your social life just to achieve some goal.
Please give your prelim strategy and main strategy.
In prelims strategy has been different in each attempt. First attempt when I gave, it was to keep minimal resources, and along with that attempt next, around 20 or 25 tests, basically solving one test series along with basic books. But that did not work. I missed by one question. Then second attempt, I already had this health issue. Along with that, I thought maybe if I solve more questions, if I get more familiar with more test series, if I solve, my knowledge base will widen. So I did almost 70, 75 tests, and same sources I get. And again, I missed by one question. So in third attempt, what I did was I went through PYQs and I solved them more. Along with that, I analyzed my paper. Each and every paper I analyzed, and I kept track of whatever points I made from that. Suppose there were questions where I could eliminate two options, but among other two, I was almost every time choosing it wrong. So then I analyzed each and every question. Why am I getting it wrong? Am I remembering it wrong? Or I have not read it? Or whatever issues were there. So just to give an example, I usually had this problem where I'll remember that I have read this in the book exactly, and that will get my question wrong in those 50-50 questions. So then I made this strategy that, okay, if I clearly remember on which side of the book it is written, then only I'll attempt it according to the book, or else I'll attempt it according to common sense. So that helped me to get three or more four questions right. After that, I reduce the negatives also. Usually people will tell you to attempt more than 90, more than 95. So I thought like if I can attempt 5 or 6 questions less, that is also saving me zero point 0.6 marks, one question. So both things helped me to clear IFS cutoff in third attempt. And the same thing I continued in fourth also, and fourth also I could clear. Along with that, in first and second attempt, I almost gave like 4 months for prelims. But in third and fourth attempt, I hardly gave 35 days, 40 days for prelims. Because in third attempt, I was also writing my state exam mains. So I had only that much time. In fourth attempt, I had IFS interview of third attempt. So both times I gave very less time, I read very less, but nevertheless I analyzed each and every paper. I go through those points up before every paper. Before solving another mock test or before solving PYQs, I'll go through that point list again and again. I'll keep adding to it. So that became like that actually worked for me very well in prelims. Regarding mains, in IFS mains, I usually relied on coaching material. So that could sail me through this. And English, I have very good command, and luckily I was able to score good marks in English. And I could improvise even like compared to last year, I improvised marks in English this year. And GK, anyways, I was preparing for CSE, so mostly same stuff I replicated in IFS also. But yeah, optionals, I really felt that there is a need to rely on coachings or any good material which you can find.
To what an extent do you think social media is a distractor? And were you there on social media during your preparation days?
I used WhatsApp and Telegram, but not other platforms like Facebook or Instagram. And I don't think it is necessarily a distractor, but people who are using it, they should be cautious about it. Suppose if we start watching short videos and all, and if we get addicted to it, we'll mindlessly will waste 1.5 hours, 2 hours each day. So instead of that, if you are watching a movie or TV series or anything, you are at least pursuing a hobby or you are getting to know something else. But on social media and other platforms, we'll keep watching short videos and we'll feel that we are getting knowledge, but it is actually the knowledge which is irrelevant. So it is in a way distractor. But again, if people are thoughtfully using it, like some people follow ministry handles on social media, so those things are actually good also.
So, what role has statecraft played in your success?
I got introduced to statecraft through my friend, and I met Ankita ma'am after that. So she actually helped me to figure out what to do to finish my syllabus in IFS means, how to finish it, which topics are more important. After that, I came here for mock interview guidance, and I met Vinod sir many times, and he helped me figure out what went wrong in the last interview, where I actually scored very good marks, but the interview did not go on the lines as expected. So he was the only person who actually made me figure out what went wrong in the last attempt, why my interview was like that. So that I could improve in this attempt. And along with that, the panel here was actually very supportive and very good. So this was the role statecraft has played.
Any motivational mantra you want to give to the aspirants?
It is the same mantra which motivated me, that if you are in this journey and if you want to continue, first of all, be practical. I was not practical. I won't give this advice to anybody to leave the high paying job and come to this journey. Along with the job, you can prepare. If you are coming only for 1 or 2 attempts, then you can leave the job and then join back if you are not clearing. But if you are in it for a long journey, then do it with the job. And same thing, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts, and it will actually take you somewhere.
Your dedication and hard work are truly inspiring, and thank you for sharing your insights with us. And we wish you all the success and fulfillment